Hello, today I'm going to be working on this Shimano Deore Dx combo shifter. Today I want to undo all the parts inside and rebuild everything together. It will probably take me a good day to put everything back together again, but hopefully this will help you if you ever need to repair your shifter for any various number of reasons. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this top bolt here using a number 5 Allen key wrench. Next we're going to remove the barrel adjuster. Okay, so remove the top part of the cover, seal. Now underneath it there's a screw to remove. Okay, now we're going to take off this bolt. It is indeed a number 10. Going to remove it clockwise and put it to the sides. This part here. So underneath there's a washer. Take that off, put that to the side. I can't see anything holding anything for now. So a small washer to remove first. Now I've taken that off, now I've released this spring, and now here's one of the springs that's underneath. To have this another washer again. Okay, so one of the levers has now come off. There's another type of washer. You can remove the copper plate that's here, and then you get access to the underneath, so you can see. I tried to lift it up and it doesn't seem to budge, it seems to be stuck. I just remembered I forgot to remove this part right here, the little thing. So there's a small clip right there, and I think this should take it off. Yeah. Oh. And lift that up with its spring, put it to one side. Give everything a clean on the interior. We're going to add on some new grease. I'm going to give this a good clean as well. I'll be able to push the grease into it. Okay, so I've given everything a clean. Through stubborn perseverance, I continued to try and open up this bottom mechanism, and whilst doing so, one of the springs inside slipped. As the spring had slipped underneath here, as I was trying to push it, I was forced to try and find a way of opening it up. So it was just very, very stuck. This part here, you just needed to really push down to get access to it. Okay, so I ended up having to remove everything to actually work on this properly, but I've now figured out how to do everything, so now I'm going to show you how to do it as well. So here you'll see I removed the bottom mechanism that was holding the tension of this spring, and is essentially the noise that you hear when you're changing gears. So this spring here, you'll see there's a long part here that's going to go into that hole right there. Now you're going to see there's a slightly smaller ridge there. Now what we're going to do is, the next part was the plastic cap, and inside this plastic cap there's just one hole. You'll see right there in the camera, it's on the top here of my finger. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the other side now in. Now once it's in that hole, check that it's not slipping. So now once we've done that, what we need to do, and this is a bit of the trick, it took me a while to figure it out, you're going to slide this back on. Now there's only one place to really slide this on, and it's roughly here for this one, and you don't need to do a lot of tension, you're just going to turn it and put that back into place like so. Now next part, what I found was easier is putting it back onto the actual body. We're now going to put the, you'll see there's some holes here, and there's one here that's just randomly on the side, and I think that's for the tip of this spring to fit in, so it doesn't, so when you're putting everything through, it doesn't get in the way. And so now this goes into place, and you'll see the tip of the spring that's right there sticking out. It's going to work. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the body holding everything together. We're going to put it back onto its body. I found this was much easier to work on. So now I'm going to put the bolt back on, make sure everything doesn't move out when you're doing that, and I'm going to tighten this up. Okay, cool. Check that this is, yeah, okay, it's all clicking. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to go to the next part. Putting back this tiny spring on this lever. This bottom part of the spring is going to go into the hole here, like so. So now we've got that spring on. A tiny amount of grease on here. Ratchet back on. Okay, like so. And we'll need a plier to push this down. Oh, okay, that's on. Okay, that looks good to me. So now we're going to put this very thin washer back on, grease back on. Just put a little bit of a layer there. Okay, cool. So this, you'll see there's two holes, and this is going to go right there where those little parts are sticking out. There's two of them. We have the other little silver washer, like so. Yeah, you're going to want to click this until it stops kind of clicking. You'll see here it'll start being loose. There's perfect. Now we can put the lever, and normally this lever is what it's going to do. You want it to be right there on that part here, if you can see, right there. Okay, so now we've got the next part. I'm going to put a tiny bit of lubricant on this around here. The spring, now you're going to see here, there's on that plate, the last plate that I just put, there's a tiny little notch right here. We've got another gold washer that you're going to put over this, and it's going to go over that other silver washer. So the spring we put like this on this side here. We're going to put that flat, and now what we're going to do is you'll see there's that number 2 on this side here, and this part right there is going to slot over at the end of this lever. So we're going to put that in. You're going to see it's going to go on like so. You hear that this part here overlaps just before the lever, and now what we're going to do is we're going to need to bring this spring here that's sticking out. You're going to want to bring it to go behind this. So I'm going to do that now on camera. Hopefully that works the first time. It might slip quite a few times when you're doing this, but I've got that now first time. So there you go. Put in this O-ring on the top. This is quite frictionless, this part, so you can probably be quite generous. I'm going to re-click using this wrench. I'm going to turn this back into its place, and we're going to click it again into the 7 position. It gets to the point where it's not clicking anymore. Okay, I've reached that point, so I'm now going to make sure that's, yeah. We're going to put this other lever back into its place. You'll see here there's that sprocket, so we're going to push it backwards when we're putting this on, and we're going to want it to go onto the first part. Okay, I think that's good. So it's now onto the part right here, and in fact I'm going to just check that it's working. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's working. Okay, cool. Washer to put back on. We're going to put the washer on top. Next is a spring, and that's quite simple. You're going to see there's like a hook part, and that's going to latch onto the lever here. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, that's on. Now you're going to see here, we're going to put this plate. I'm going to put a bit of grease again, and I think it's like that. It looks like it's like this. Okay, so there you go. I've put it in now, and I'm going to try and latch the spring underneath here into that part that catches on right there. Okay, it's on. Let's see if this works. Looks like everything's in order. We're going to remove the mech from the body and the or the lever body. Take that off. We need to put the we need to put that seal back on. So we're going to put that on the top. That now goes back on again. There, that seal is now on its place. We can now put it back on again. Okay, that's good. Put this underbody part back in its place. Make sure the body locks properly where the seal is. Put the screw on its place as well. That's tight. Okay, that's good. Okay, I think that's good. I hope this video helped you. I think I will do the number 2 part of this video, doing the left shifter. Hopefully this was insightful and will help you if you ever need to repair your Deore Dx shifter. Thank you for listening, and peace out.